Well, and much needed good news for Boeing. Boeing triumphed this week as it scooped up more orders than its European rival Airbus at the first Farnborough Airshow since the aviation world was ravaged by the pandemic. Returning from a 4-year absence, Farnborough hosted aviation's biggest players and signaled that the industry's recovery from the pandemic is underway. Boeing won 287 aircraft orders at the show, leaving Airbus trailing in its wake with just 85 jets sold. Boeing stole the show on Monday with a blockbuster $13.5 billion deal with U.S. airline Delta for 100 of its MAX 10 aircraft and options for 30 more. The MAX also saw a rush of interest with orders from Japan's ANA, U.S. investment fund 777 Partners, leasing firm Aviation Capital, and Qatar Airways. But as for Airbus, they failed to keep up with Boeing's blistering sales pace. Airbus's biggest order was for 56 A320neo single-aisle aircraft worth $6.2 billion from British budget airline EasyJet. And Boeing remains optimistic over its successful showing after recent turmoil and stressed Boeing's focus continues to be on safety. Boeing Senior Vice President of Commercial Sales and Marketing told reporters on Thursday that it has been a very humbling week in the sense of what we've been going through a lot as an industry and as a company. He went on to say, "We always say that the airshow weeks are just 1 week out of 52, and it ends up being the culmination of the work and getting together and celebrating and announcing and so on, especially after the pandemic and everything we've gone through. From a business standpoint, the recovery is well underway." He said, "We've seen it in the domestic markets, and now it's starting to take a foothold in the international markets as well." Industry analyst John Strickland said Boeing had made clear progress. Boeing will leave the show with the feeling that it has made valuable progress securing orders from key customers Delta and Qatar, while still being transparent on its ongoing work to refocus on safety and quality, he said. In an interview, Airbus CEO Gil Ferret said the big issue for Airbus was the delivery of aircraft rather than increasing the size of its order book. And he also stressed that the order levels were good, saying the air show was more about mixing with a vital network of suppliers. For 2022, the level of orders we have at Airbus will be good, Ferret said. At Farnborough, we spend a lot of time with suppliers, which gives the impression that there is less activity because there are fewer major contracts announced. And Ferret added, "However, it is an air show with a lot of activity, in my view." And finally, Christian Shearer, Chief Commercial Officer of Airbus, added separately that it was about time that Boeing won the orders game. So how about that? Finally, some good news for Boeing, and I for one am thrilled. I really hope this is a good sign for the future of this great American institution, and hopefully they can build on this success as they struggle to retake their position of dominance in the world of commercial aircraft manufacturing. Well, that's all I have for now. I always tell you that when there is good news to report on Boeing, I will be one of the first to tell you about it. So what do you think? Are you happy for Boeing too? Or were you hoping Airbus would have had a better show? Let me know down below. And as always, I would love it if you'd please consider subscribing. And also like, share, and ring the bell. And remember, leave the rubber on the runway and your troubles on the ground. And I will see you next time in the air. Yeah, this is Maximus.